Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all ages, from all over the world, all the good people around, the bad people, the standard sinners. It is time for another episode of Combat Taekwondo's Mike Nights. So, welcome. My name is Chava, and I'm really happy to be here tonight because it's the second show of the day, and we're having a very interesting episode tonight. But before you find out what it's all about, let me introduce you to, nonetheless, the CEO of Combat Taekwondo, Mr. George. How are you, George? Good
Hey,
evening.
Mr.
Nice to see you
Chava.
again.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm very excited about tonight. We have Hadi and Johnny face off before the face off. That should get interesting.
That should get interesting. That should get really interesting. So it's first time in all the shows that we've made that this happens.
Yes, that's true.
So I believe something good has to come out of it. So what do you think, Johnny? No, you're not Johnny. You are George.
Okay, well, they're both bold men, bold men who make bold statements. So it should get really, really interesting.
Yeah, and not only the statements itself. I'm looking at here at both of their curriculums, and they're really interesting. They both have a lot of experience, not just in Taekwondo but in mixed martial arts. They have both walked a long road into this MMA MMA path, and well. I think it's going to be a really good fight, but before that, I think it's going to be a great episode tonight.
Yeah, not only a good fight. I think this is going to be a great fight. Hadi has been doing this for a while, and then he had some really interesting matches before. He was known kind of like the knockout king. He calls himself the assassin now. But
Okay.
a fun factor. I mean, interesting to know he was featured on some internet celebrity page with his knockouts. Well, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And also we have Johnny, who is from Venezuela. I think he hasn't gotten a lot of press lately, but his curriculum is really amazing. He's been in a lot of international championships. He has been also in K1. He's been a professional MMA champ, and a lot of things like that. He's into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He's into grappling. He's into jiu-jitsu also, so I think it's really
Yeah,
interesting.
I've seen these guys training. They're pretty spectacular in their own, right. So if we have them on, I would just love to have them on and then just get started.
Okay, so who do you want to get first?
Well, Hadi, is Hadi here?
Yes, he's right
Okay.
here. Hello, Harry. Good evening. Welcome.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Hadi. Good evening. Good to see you. It's been a while since our last interview. So great
Yep,
to see
it
you.
is.
And
Yep.
also, I had the chance to see some of your training videos. They're pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Looks like we got you a really, really good match
I don't
for
know if you guys
December
got me a good.
3rd.
I don't know if you guys have me a good match, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And
Well, let's just start with people want to know more about you. So we just maybe you have a few words. Introduce yourself,
so,
Chava. If we have any questions online, go ahead.
Yeah,
Why
we,
don't
we
you
still
go
not
ahead,
have a lot of
Chava?
questions. We still not have a lot of questions, but I invite all the people that is watching to ask something in the comment box. It doesn't matter if you're in Facebook. It doesn't matter if you're on Twitch or Twitter or on the Combat Taekwondo YouTube. Just pop a question into the chat box, and we'll receive it right here.
Okay.
So, Harry, let's talk a little bit about your trajectory. So, you're currently into an MMA circuit. Is that correct? Can you tell us something about it?
so I've been training Taekwondo since I was a kid. I've always been around combat sports. Uh, and the last 5 or something years, I've been training MMA. Took a deeper dive into MMA. mostly like right before COVID hit. But I was a high school wrestler. I always did jujitsu. But I'm just ready to decapitate this guy in Colombia.
You, yeah, we can hear you already. But tell us what drove you into MMA because something that I've
I've
been
always been a,
watching
I,
in
I've
this.
always been a I've always been a fan of the sport. I've always been a fan of the sport. Even in Taekwondo. So the problem I had in Taekwondo is, I was getting kicked out of a lot of tournaments. I was getting behavior when it came to the actual the sport competition. People around me. We'd always get kicked out of tournaments for starting fights there because it gets a little heated. Even in the sport Taekwondo realm, it gets a little bit heated. So I always want to take the next step and to make it an actual fight because it's not an actual fight. KPP is not a fight. Me kicking you in the head and me punching you in the face is an actual fight. Also, I wanted to know why are we wearing like why is there shin pads involved? We should just no shin pads. And that's it. I think that's what I think we should have for this event. To be honest.
So Chava, how about we invite Johnny to have a short intro, and then we're gonna talk about the fight.
Of course. So please welcome everyone from Venezuela. He is Jhony Becerra. Johnny, buenas noches.
Buenas noches, un placer. ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Muy bien, mucho gusto. ¿Cómo te va, Johnny? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Estás emocionado por la pelea? Cuéntanos qué has estado haciendo ahorita para entrenar.
Excelente, me siento excelente. Acabo de terminar una sesión de entrenamiento. Eh, bueno, no la terminé completa porque quería cumplir con puntualidad a esta reunión eh, para contestar cada una de las preguntas que tengan por allí, unas dudas. Pero nos sentimos excelente, excelente.
Okay, so Johnny is stating that he has just trained. He has just have his training session, and that he's really happy to be here and also ready to answer all the questions that the people have into the chat box. So please, if someone wants to ask something to these fighters, just come in.
Make sure
Yeah,
he
let's
knows
just
that the reason he make sure he knows the reason he's here is because I told him.
Dice que la razón por la que estás aquí es porque es porque te está deteniendo. ¿Cómo ves eso?
Qué fácil, qué fácil. Me encanta porque ya lo he hecho a nivel internacional. Me encanta callar las bocas de toda la gente que habla mucho como él. Me encanta callar esas bocas. Y qué mejor manera que hacerlo en la mejor plataforma a nivel mundial.
Okay, so Johnny is saying to you, Harry, that he loves that he has done it many times, and he loves to shut the mouths of all the people that loves to speak. Much like you, he's saying, and and that what better way to do it than in a world platform.
So Hadi, my next question to you, because we have Johnny here. How do you feel about going into this fight? Okay, let's get real.
Honestly, I feel like I beat him any way I want to beat him. I obviously have way better wrestling than him. I can out any way I want to strike him. Any way I want to beat him, I can beat him. If I want to take him down, if I want to take seconds, is it right?
Yes.
10 seconds. I can take him down. I'll ground and pound him for 10 seconds. Whatever way I feel like beating him that day is the way I'm going to beat him.
Chava.
Sí, Johnny dice, Harry dice que él también está contento y está muy emocionado y que pues ya tiene que te va a vencer pues de las maneras, de cualquier manera que se le pueda ocurrir, ya sea pateando, ya sea golpeando, ya sea también con proyecciones, pero dice que te puede vencer de cualquier manera.
Me encanta, me encanta. Es que es tan fácil, es tan fácil. Este tipo de gente es con la que me encuentro todos los días. En el gimnasio, en los campeonatos, en los circuitos. Es más de lo mismo, solo que es de otro país.
Okay, so Johnny says that the kind of people that likes to speak is the one that he loves to fight because he finds them in every championship, and he's saying that Hadi is more of the same, just from another country.
I mean, I've not, I come look at my videos. I wanted someone's lights out. All you can find if you put my name, all you find is me putting people's lights out. So
So Johnny, did you see any of Hadi's fighting videos?
Johnny, ¿has visto algunas peleas de Hadi? ¿Algunos videos de Hadi peleando?
No sé quién es, no sé quién es uno más. Es un número más en mi lista. Es uno más.
He says that he hasn't seen any videos, but it's one more. It's just another. It's just one. Just another number in his list.
I don't think
Okay.
Safari or Internet Explorer has reached Venezuela, guys. So Johnny hasn't been able to watch any of my videos.
Ahora
So.
dice Hadi que la razón por la que no has visto sus videos es porque no hay Safari en Venezuela.
Porque son solo ellos los que caminan con animales, nosotros no.
He says that you are that you are the one that works with animals, not them.
Okay, good, Chava. So we have Johnny here.
Before we go on, I just want I just want all the people to know that these are not my words. I'm just translating. So
Yes.
don't pull the messenger. So please,
Well, it's great for people to see
I'm
their
having
face
fun
off.
though.
Good, Johnny. We've seen your career, your fighting career, and then your training. It all goes well. The question that I have for you before talking a little bit more about your fight is, what does combat taekwondo represent for you as an opportunity right now, Chava?
Johnny, me dice George que le gustaría saber qué es lo que significa para ti esta oportunidad de participar en Combat Taekwondo.
Eh, ¿Qué más que presentarme en una plataforma de este nivel? No por el peleador, no por mi contrincante, la plataforma. Son gente sumamente reconocida, mucho respeto para todos ustedes. Es un honor para mí, nada más ser parte de este staff tan prestigioso y, por supuesto, darme a conocer de esta manera en el área que mejor conozco.
He says that it's a real pleasure for him to be part of this platform, not for the rival, but for the platform. That he's really happy and he's really proud of being there in this platform with the people with such people so recognized and in a world level platform.
So if you read Hadi's biography over there, at some point he says, "This was made for me." Do you remember that? Did you see that, Hadi?
Yes.
What do you mean? This was made for me when you made that
What do you mean
statement?
this was made? Oh, when
Well, yeah, in your biography over there, there's some few words that you said, and then at some point you said, "This combat taekwondo was made for me."
yeah, I mean, I have all the tools of what it takes to be in this league. I mean, I'm an aggressor. I keep moving. I don't stop until I put your lights out. So that's exactly what I plan on doing to him. And the one thing is, though, I'm glad you guys gave me an opponent that actually wants to fight, who actually enjoys. I'll give him that. He seems like he actually wants. He's indulged into the fighting like I am. A lot of those point taekwondo guys, they don't want to move forward. They don't want to get in the center of the octagon and trade with him. I want to see what he got at the end of the day.
Okay, so Johnny Hadi dice que pues, él también está muy contento de participar en esta competencia. Él dice en su biografía que Combat Taekwondo está hecho para él, que él tiene todas las herramientas y que, y que está muy feliz también porque tiene un rival enfrente que pues quiere pelear y dice que pues te concede eso, ¿no? Que se nota que eres alguien que disfruta esto y y que quiere pelear, que dice que mucha de la gente que hace solamente taekwondo, pues por lo regular nunca quieren entrar al octágono, pero pues que se ve que tú no eres de ese tipo, que eres alguien que realmente lo disfruta y que realmente va a dar una pelea.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Es que, es que más allá de todo, el respeto hacia los oponentes, hacia la plataforma en general, es grandísimo. Todo el mundo, tengo mis redes sociales abiertas para que vean, soy un artista marcial completo. En mí no van a encontrar detalles, van a hacer cualquier jugada, pero no van a encontrar detalles. Soy un artista marcial completo y estoy hecho para esto. Ya vengo peleando desde hace mucho tiempo y este es, digamos, un evento más, pero dentro del evento, dentro del gran evento.
Okay, so Johnny says that he's also made for this, that he's been doing this for a long time now, and that he's a full martial artist. That you can corroborate that into his social networks. They are all open for everyone to see, and he says to Harry that he thanks for the for what he said about him wanting to fight, and that he believes in the respect of the opponent. Is that is really important also as a martial artist.
So Johnny, this is about this is like a 5 minutes round. How do you see yourself finishing this? And the same question will go for Hadi after this.
Johnny, pregunta George que bueno, es un asalto de 5 minutos, que cómo te ves saliendo de él. 5 minutos es mucho tiempo, lo hemos comentado aquí en los programas anteriores. ¿Qué opinas tú al respecto?
Es un tiempo bastante largo, son 5 minutos, pero yo soy peleador profesional de MMA y son 3 o 5 asaltos de 5 minutos. Es un round más.
So Johnny says that yes, it's a long round. 5 minutes is a lot of time, but he is a pro MMA fighter, and he usually makes 3 or 5 rounds or 5 minute rounds.
I see. Hadi?
I don't understand how 5 minutes is a long time. I mean, I'm really confused on why the round was that. I mean, that gives me more time to blow up my gas tank, but I also wanted to, I know Jhony, if you guys do give him enough, he gets knocked out, he should learn English. We don't need Telemundo on the screen.
Chava.
Hadi dice, Hadi dice que bueno, él no entiende por qué 5 minutos es mucho tiempo, que eso le va a dar más tiempo pues para poder acabar contigo, y que deberías de aprender inglés para que no necesites de Telemundo en la competencia.
Realmente, bueno, tú bien lo sabes, Chava, el inglés es importantísimo, pero el español es el idioma que muy pocos pueden hablar. Así que tranquilo, no me preocupa. Pronto lo vamos a aprender y no es por él.
He says that that yes, English is speaking English is really important, but Spanish is a language that very few people can speak, and that he can learn English and can get you into that also.
Can you speak Arabic?
Que si puedes, que si hablas árabe, Johnny. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither.
Do you speak Arabic, Hadi?
I speak fluent Arabic.
That's pretty cool. So we had a lot of people asking about the fight night poster, Hadi, and they were talking about that's a pretty cool photo of yours. Do you plan to make your entrance wearing that? Fight night?
We'll see. We'll see. But Johnny's here, sitting here, talking about in the Spanish language and this and that. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they have the Common Core.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah,
For
Hadi,
like
you gotta repeat that because it looks like we lost the sound.
I don't think they have like a Venezuela, so I don't know how he would be speaking on what can be said in which language and whatnot. So
I don't think I'm getting that. Sorry, I think your audio is cutting
Yeah,
a
so
little bit.
Johnny, what do you think will make the difference in this fight? Win or lose. Well, what is it that gonna make the difference?
are you guys talking to me?
Yeah, we were talking to you, but then since you were like cut off, I just had a question for Johnny. Chava, can you ask Johnny really quick till
Oh
we
yeah,
get Hadi back into the mix?
yes. Johnny, pregunta George que cuál crees que vaya a ser la diferencia en esta pelea. ¿Qué crees que es lo que vaya a hacer la diferencia en este combate?
Eh, ¿Cómo te pudiera explicar? No va a haber diferencia, porque va a haber un solo peleador y otro corriendo.
He says that there's not going to be any difference because there's going to be just one fighter and the other one running around.
But I see there's a lot of talk online too, like a lot of comments, a lot of smack,
Make I'm gonna
spoken.
the thing
Or,
if I mean if it goes out of 1 minute, I'm gonna for as long as it takes before I take him out. I mean, it's not even a question here. He doesn't
so you're like,
have the training. I'm,
you're like,
I mean, it's not
you
even
don't see
the guy
yourself going the full 5 minutes, Hadi. You just want to finish it fast.
glorified sparring session with someone who has no accolades in the sport at all. So I'm just gonna go in there and take him. I mean, it's not even he knows that I know it. I think you guys know it too. I'm obviously you guys are promoting.
Chava, this is getting explosive here. Can you
Yes,
just
this is
translate
getting
for
close.
Johnny?
Yes. So, aquí Hadi está diciendo que, bueno, le está diciendo a Johnny que es un peleador sin mucha exposición y pues que él se la va a dar en este combate.
Por mí es que lo van a conocer.
He says that Johnny says to Hadi that you're going to be known because of him.
I mean, the only reason he's known right now is because I allowed him to come into this interview. The only reason he's known is because I mean,
Y Hadi insiste que
doesn't make
la única razón por la que eres conocido en este momento es porque vas a pelear con él.
Dile que a él lo conocen en el Líbano, pero que la mamá y la tía no valen.
He says that you are well known on Lebanon, but if those that know you are your mom and uncle, it doesn't count.
Can you repeat that? The last.
Yes, that he says that you might be well known in your country, but if the ones who know you in your country are your mom and your uncle, it doesn't count.
I mean, I don't think technology ingenuity has reached the country of Venezuela yet. So as far as TVs, I don't think I don't. I'm confused as to how they're going to be watching the fight, regardless. So.
Dice Hadi que está confundido, que no sabe cómo van a ver la pelea allá en Venezuela, que si sí hay TV.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yes, he says that they have good TV in there.
Okay, good. So Johnny looks like he's training hard. Looks like this is going to be a very explosive fight. What do you think that was? Can you ask him what was like the biggest challenge on his training up to leading up to this fight? What does he think the biggest challenge is?
Ok, so Johnny, pregunta a George que cuál ha sido tu mayor reto con miras a esta pelea, porque pues es un evento nuevo, o sea, es algo como sin precedentes, no es como que puedas buscar así en internet cómo es que se va a pelear, sino que pues es algo realmente nuevo, ustedes son los primeros que van a participar, entonces, ¿qué reto representa eso o qué reto ha representado eso para ti en tu entrenamiento?
El reto es muy grande, a pesar de que es un round, es verdad, es corto el tiempo, pero no tenemos nada de qué apoyarnos. Somos solo nosotros haciendo la innovación ante el mundo.
So he's saying that this it's been a big challenge because, as we have said here, it's the first time that it's going to go off. But he has adapted his training into the rules, and that he has made the changes into his the tweaks into his training to watch to present it to the world.
Chava, we have from both of them, we have a couple of training videos. Should we just put them on? Let's just start with Hadi's first. He sent us a clip from his last training session, and then we can actually, introduce Johnny's as well.
Yeah, sure. I got both of them here. So here's Hattie training for all of you. Enjoy. And now let's watch a clip from Johnny, yeah, also in training. So this is nice. You know what I like about these clips, George?
What is it?
That one of them is like more focused on punching, and the other one into kicking. So I like that a lot because there are two different styles. So I think we're going into a very interesting match.
Yeah, Hadi, what do you think about Johnny's video?
I don't know. He's just kicking a bag. There's no proper pedal work. I don't know. Chava just said something right now about the kicks. I mean, by the end of the match, so it's not like it's not far fetched. All my knockouts of me kicking someone in the head brutally and viciously, and I plan on doing the same thing to him.
Ok, dice que el juego de pies de Johnny está muy mal hecho. Dice que él le va a enseñar a patear, que él cuando patea a la cabeza lo hace de manera contundente y brutal, y pues que piensa probárselo a Johnny en la pelea.
Sí, sí, él patea muy rápido, muy fuerte, pero a los sacos, tranquilo. Eso no se mueve, eso no grita, eso no se va. Tranquilo.
Yeah, yeah. He's also stating that you had to fight fast and strong, but to the sack, the sack doesn't move, doesn't scream, doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, I was just watching last couple of days online. They were like the comment section was getting really hot, and sometimes fighters they really, some of them they really don't care about it. Some of them they get really affected about the fact that people are talking, and some of them are talking smack. Does Johnny gets affected by that, by what people think or what they say online?
Johnny, dice George que durante los últimos días ha estado viendo como en redes sociales muchos comentarios, bueno, de trash talk, smack talk y de este tipo de comentarios negativos y que buscan pues la agresión. Pregunta si tú te sientes justo agredido de alguna manera o te desmotiva de alguna forma este tipo de comentarios.
No, para nada, porque hacia mí no hay ningún ataque. Realmente yo no propicio ningún tipo de actos de este tipo hacia mis adversarios. Nunca ha pasado y no va a pasar ahora. Hadi es un peleador más. Más allá de eso, no es relevante como para yo decirle a otra persona que lo afecte de alguna u otra forma. Y yo, súper tranquilo en cada uno de mis entrenamientos, enfocado.
No, he says that it really doesn't happen to him. That he is really focused on his training, and also he has not the time to send anyone to speak anything about the fighters that he fights to. So no, that he's all relaxed and it doesn't affect him.
Hadi,
I mean, I didn't say anything online. I think someone going back and forth with some of his people, but I really didn't say anything.
for example, we
I don't
had
like.
someone comment on your video, like said, your kicks are like not that powerful, and the armchair coaches, like someone
Tell him to
they have.
look up my name on Robin Black Martial Arts and see how many knock me in on there, and then we'll see. I mean,
So you recommend Johnny to go look for those videos.
I don't, because then he's gonna pull out of the fight. So don't tell him to look up any translate that. All right. Then you gotta translate that.
Dice Hadi que, bueno, dio una página en donde se pueden ver sus videos, pero te pide Johnny que por favor no la busques porque no quiere que te asustes y que no te vayas a presentar.
No, que me la pase. Una persona fantasma sin redes sociales, que me la pase, yo la quiero ver. Sí, así como ellos me revisan todas las redes sociales, por eso es que ahí está abierta, no está bloqueada para todo el público, para ti, para tus entrenadores, tus cómplices. Vayan, vean mis videos.
He says that that you should give him the page so he can watch the videos also, and that he invites you also to his social media to watch that. That's the reason that it's open, because he's not afraid. It's actually been a pleasure having both of you in here. So we got to wrap this up. I, I don't know if it's good to say it, but but I've been
Well, before we wrap this up, Chava, I mean, we should give Johnny and Hadi the chance to send a message to the fight card, and also send a message to the guys out there that they didn't get the fight this time. So I think that would be nice.
yeah, absolutely.
Everybody has the chance to do that. Yes, Johnny.
Johnny, antes de que despidamos el programa, quisiéramos que mandaras un mensaje a toda la gente que va a participar, pero especialmente a la gente pues que no pudo entrar en esta ocasión a las peleas principales o al evento de Colombia. Si tienes un mensaje para ellos y para la comunidad en general, pues estaría muy bien.
Por supuesto, el mensaje principal es: no se desanimen, sigan entrenando. Es mejor estar preparado para estas grandes oportunidades a que lleguen las oportunidades y no tener ni media preparación. Aquí estamos todos siempre firmes, trabajando día a día. Esta llegó, estuvimos al pie del cañón y aquí estamos. Somos el show del evento. No somos las estelares porque ustedes no lo quisieron, pero esta es la estelar.
Yes, so he's saying that you have to keep training and be prepared for when the opportunity comes. So that he says that he will not be the stellar fight, but he will be a stellar. Is going to be a stellar person into the show.
Good, Hadi. Looks like you're the one going for the bonus. That's my understanding. But then, in terms of message for these guys and what's going to happen with the fight, and then for the ones that didn't make it, can you say a few words?
For the ones that didn't make it on the card, obviously Johnny's gonna get cut from the promotion after he. So that's another featherweight spot in the featherweight division that will be for some of you featherweights. They're in the promotion right now. Card goes, and everything else goes. I think me and John event. I should have been in the main event, and anyone who would have been able on that card, it would have been a little nicer. We got a lot of bad blood between us. Should have went like that, but it's all right. Next time.
Yeah, bueno, dice Hadi, le dice a la gente que no entró en este momento a la competencia, que no pudo entrar al evento, que no se preocupen porque van a cortar a Johnny después de esto y pues que ahí va a haber un espacio para que puedan entrar. So what do you think, George?
Well, I think it went well. It's pretty. This is like pretty hot. It looks like this is gonna be an explosive fight. Johnny's training hard. Hadi's making bold statements. He works hard as well, and he's committed. He's committed. Looks like this might be the fight that gets the fight of the night bonus. Who knows? Maybe even a knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward into this fight because there are not just two different styles, but also two different personalities. So I really like that.
Well, I look at Johnny and Hadi. I mean, they really wanted to get on live and then talk about this fight. So they're two well seasoned warriors. So I don't think this kind of talk affects either of them.
It's actually,
Yeah, me
you know,
neither.
it's been a little bit difficult finding scrawny South Americans to put in. That's been the hard part about this camp so far. So
We'll see.
Dice Hadi que
Dice
ha sido
Hadi,
muy difícil encontrar a varios sudamericanos para ponerlos ahí en su lista de vencidos.
sí, y ahora va a ser más difícil porque el suramericano se lo va.
Harry says that it's going to be harder. That it's going to be even harder because the South American in front of you is gonna Yuso.
Yes. Well, we can't wait to see the fight. Bogota, December 3rd. Remember the viewership. Go and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, hit the bell. It doesn't matter. Leave a comment. We're going to give a free trip to Bogota, paid for, and a VIP ticket. You get to watch the first Combat Taekwondo event live cage side. I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So, gentlemen, thank you very much. I want to thank both of you for your time for being here. It's been a really cool interview, a really cool face off before the face off. So, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm really impressed with both of your curriculums. I'm really impressed with both of your personalities. So, I'm really looking forward for your fight. So, good luck to both of you, and we'll see you around. Johnny, pues muchas gracias por su tiempo, muchísimas gracias por tomarse el tiempo de venir aquí a un face-off
Yeah,
antes
gracias,
del
Johnny.
face-off. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí y bueno, yo estoy muy sorprendido con su currículum y con sus personalidades tan distintas. La verdad es que es una pelea pues que vamos a estar esperando y viendo muy de cerca. Les deseo lo mejor a ambos y pues muchas gracias de nuevo por venir.
No, respeto, respeto, únicamente respeto por ustedes.
Thank you very much, Johnny. So
Okay,
let's
guys. Thank you, Hadi. Good seeing you. Let's see you guys in Bogota.
okay. See you later.
Hey, Chava.
Yeah, I was not letting the chance to post that to put that video on. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's fine. We're still live, right?
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah, what a show.
Do
What
you
a
think
show.
great show, isn't it?
Yes, yes. We had Hadi, we had Johnny. Hadi tried to get into Johnny's mind to get under his skin. I don't know. Did he manage to do that or not? What do you think?
Ah, I really don't think so. I think he was more because I felt the comments were more sarcastic than aggressive. So I think he was just having fun. I got that vibe.
Well, yeah, I get it. I get it. He tried to keep it somehow somewhat civil. Johnny's a great fighter. Hadi is training hard as well. This is going to be a great fight. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's going to be a great fight. They both have great background. They both have a lot of miles into MMA, and they both have just like a background in Olympic Taekwondo. So I think it's going to be really interesting. And as we saw in the videos of them training, they have also very different styles. So it's going to be a real clash.
Yes, yes, I can see that. I can see that happening. Um, but both fighters are pretty spectacular too. Hadi likes to show off, to do spin kicks, to jump, to do backflips. Johnny same, jumping, doing tornado kicks, punching. So this is gonna be a great fight. I can't wait to see
Yeah,
them walking into that ring.
absolutely, it's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to this fight. I'm really looking forward to all fights right now. So I'm really excited
Yes,
about them all.
it's getting exciting. Tomorrow we have Oscar Munoz joining,
Yes.
and Friday we have Talisca. Saturday Nia's gonna pop in for a quick Q&A. And Sunday, I'm trying to get another duo alive, which is Natalia from Brazil and Ingrid. So I haven't heard back from Ingrid yet, but I hope I can I hear from her soon.
Okay, so yeah, we'll be waiting. I hope she answers because it gets really interesting.
Yes, yes. And tonight was a good show. We had two great fighters on. We kept it fun, interesting, and that's about it.
Yes, that's about a great show. Also, the interview we did at noon was really interesting for everyone who did not see it. Please go watch it. We had Rafaela Araujo from Portugal. Also, we did that interview today, so please go check it out. It's really good. And also remember that by subscribing into the YouTube channel, you are helping the fighters, as all the revenue that comes from there will benefit all of the combat taekwondo fighters. And also you can be eligible to win a round trip to Colombia to this event, round trip to Colombia, and VIP sitting next to the ring. So please go subscribe and also comment into any one of these Mike Knights videos, so you can be eligible to win that
I would
round
just
trip.
add, in order to win, you have to leave a comment on any of those videos that our series on Mike Knights.
That's right. So please go subscribe and leave a comment into any of those videos of Mike Knights. Any of them, please go comment and just wait until the winner is announced.
Great.
That's awesome, George. Thank you very much for being here.
Chava, good seeing you. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Stay tuned.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you very much to all the people who was connecting, who was watching this in all the networks that we're streaming into. And for tonight, that's our show. See you later.